Okay, welcome Superwomen, croeso I gyd. Many of you tonight have been coming to Superwoman since our first event back in 2004, and mae'n wych fod gweld gymaint o wynebau gyfarwydd a gymaint o wynebau newydd hefyd. It's great to see so many old faces and also so many new faces. In our first year we had 50 women, in our second we had 100, last year we had 120, and there's 160 of you here tonight, so...
Superwoman is a multitasking event, just like women are multitaskers in real life. So you get to hear some fantastic business speakers.
A week last Sunday, Ruth Jones started her new series on BBC Radio Wales. The two guests were Joanna Page, who plays Stacey in Gavin and Stacey, and Charlotte Church. Great programme, very funny. There'll be complaints, of course. Too many women. What did we do? We ignored them.
Steve Hansen liked to sort of make changes if he felt it was needed, and you've got, I suppose in some ways you've got to admire that, but again at international level, making changes 3 or 4 days before a game, especially to a defensive system, didn't help the team at all. And we went from one game against South Africa in the first test to the next game in the second test, changing our whole defensive structure.
As we said before, music is something that we use a lot of, okay? I'm going to put some music on first, and he'll tell you what's going to happen.
This is to do with accuracy, isn't it? Do exactly what I'm doing. Don't dance to the music, do exactly what I'm doing. Exactly. Concentrate on me. Exactly. Be as accurate as you possibly can. Marcus, take over. Take over.
Try and be as accurate as you can. Really watch what she does.
Brilliant. Stephen, take over. Accurate as you can. Don't guess. Just take over. Well done. See, give them an audience. You see
Plants are very clever. They know where gravity is, and they know that the roots will go down and the shoot will go up. If it worked the other way around, the plant would die. So we've given it some space there, and then we look after it. And then we all sing happy birthday to it.
David, can I just ask, why is it important to plant native trees?
Well, because 10,000 years ago there were no native trees at all. And we were still joined to the whole of Europe because the English Channel wasn't there. In fact, the sea level was 300 feet lower than it is, so we were part of Europe. And as soon as things started warming up, the first trees that got here and made their home here also made homes for the birds and the insects and things. And things like this which have been imported in, really, our insects don't know about it, so how can they eat it? So it's very, very important to actually plant native trees
As part of the scheme with Tree Appeal, we've purchased an initial 3,500 trees, which we're in the process of planting in schools across Wales. This morning we've planted half a dozen here in Brimbach School.
Well, we've just planted this tree. Why do you think it's so important to plant trees? Why do you think it's so important, Louise?
I think it's important to plant trees so it can give homes to the animals, it can help feed the insects and give us shade in the hot months.
Well done. Any other reasons for planting trees? Jasmine?
It's replacing our carbon footprint, replacing the trees you've already cut down and helping the environment in our house.
Oh, that's brilliant.
We've got 16 apprentices between the two mines. We have completed 8 previous apprentices who have by now completed and moved on, and we've got another 12 starting in September.
I started in Unity in June when I finished my previous job, so I just went straight into this apprenticeship then.
As apprentices, have you been down underground yet?
Yeah, well, most every day really we're underground, where we start at 7 and finish at 3.
No, my family weren't surprised. They know what type of person I am and they think that I was suitable to work in the mines, the same as my father and his father again.
What do the kids get out of coming up here into the forest that they can't get, you know, down there in the centre?
Well, I think it's just freedom, you know, real freedom, no restrictions, no, you know, walls in the way or anything. So I suppose it's the open spaces.
We go up the forest and we play catch and hide and seek that way. And I like making the cakes inside.
My job as coordinator is to ensure that we meet the needs of the community. We do have targets. We have targets in which we hope to improve their health. We hope to reduce children on the at-risk register. And I think it's quite the norm for most areas where there is a degree of deprivation, that you will find need within each individual child, and it can be, you know, it can be basic needs, as in not being met within their household. It can be that emotional needs are not being met. It can be play opportunities, and that's the other thing we create is often home environments are not the best place for play opportunities for children. Even if you haven't, you know, got the solutions there and then, people can leave you feeling they've been supported.